it's PK from Hazardous, and I'm here with the boys from Ruthless. We have Lee, Liam, and Justin. So since the change with Walking with Giants, how come the move to the new sound?
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know. When we first started out playing music, it was awesome. It was our first time. We just started a band. We were in high school, and it was really fun just playing music with our buddies and everything. And it was just like we started like our first show. We just like scrapped something together, and we happened to get into this little festival that the city did, and it was awesome. We had a great time doing it, and it was what we listened to then and stuff like that, and that's what we did then. But we matured ourselves. We kind of grew up a lot, and our music tastes changed and
lineup change.
Yeah, we got Lee's been in the band for a long time now, really.
Almost 2 years.
Yeah. So
not very long actually, but
well. Anyway, yeah. But like I don't know, I didn't want to put out something that I don't think I would listen to myself, or something that I wouldn't like, and like actually have something that's something good that somebody's gonna want to listen to, not just some shit we threw together. Like
I'm not gonna Alexandria kind of
like
thing.
you don't want to put out less than 100%. And there's no point putting it out if I don't think I would listen to my shit. Then why would anybody else listen to it?
Exactly.
So
yeah. Fair enough. So for the people that have seen the video, what point were you trying to make with Below, and how come you went that route for the video?
Actually, the story was like I was looking for something that we've been running with this Bring Violence Back theme for a while. I don't think that anger is a bad thing. I don't think that violence is a bad thing. Is if you accept that and you know that, because you're always gonna feel that you're gonna have that expression. It doesn't have to be something hatred. It doesn't have to be ignorant. You don't have to hate somebody to be violent or something like that. And just everybody has to be so proper and the pussification of the world, and everybody has to be so politically correct and all that shit. And it's not right. There's no point in having to mask somebody like that. So just violence isn't a bad thing. And those videos that we actually used, they're called hooligan fights. And in Russia, they just team versus team, shirts versus skins, beat the old school fist fight, beat the fuck out of each other. And at the end of every one of those videos, even watch the end of the video, they never said like the one team that wins cheers, and they all help each other back up. Like, there's no point. Like violence doesn't have to be an awful thing, and you don't have to like just because it's violent, like it's not gonna ruin the world.
Exactly.
And we'd like that energy to come across in our shows too live.
Yeah, like that's what, everybody that goes to a show, you need to get out some of your anger. Sometimes take out your aggression. You go, you mosh, you do your thing. Like you have to deal with those, or else you go fucking crazy.
And actually is a great relation to the next question. How do you feel about Calgary's scene? Like, do you think that they're actually respectful of each other's, like in the pit, and they'll help each other out, or are they just there to see who's the tougher guy?
Well, in all honesty, I think in the pit there is a lot of respectful people, but for the Calgary scene in general, there is a lot of douches out there, especially in the hardcore scene. It's actually kind of ridiculous, but like, I don't know, like we posted our single on there, and like there was a lot of negative stuff, but there was a lot of positive feedback. But at the same time, like, I don't know, it's just people are talking about us, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Like I'm not losing sleep because these people don't like my band, right?
I mean, it's shitty that like, I don't know, I would never go out of my way for that shit, but it's awesome. Like at least he's getting attention, right? Like whatever, any publicity is good publicity, so it's been cool. But I mean, at shows and stuff, everybody like sometimes it seems like they only look out for their crew and people they think they're with, but we could definitely have a tighter scene in Calgary. We could definitely have a bigger scene, but I mean, as far as venues go, we lose out on that, and
especially with all ages, like
and all ages and stuff like that. Yeah, like for sure.
So you guys are actually working currently on the EP. Yeah. When should we expect this EP out?
Within the next few weeks, 2-3 weeks probably. Like not even that way. We're just, I don't know, making sure everything 100% fully. Yeah. Like just make sure, I don't know, don't put anything on unless it's 100%. Just getting the last few touches. The album's done, it's recorded.
mixed and mastered and everything.
Everything's done. We just making sure we have all our fucking ducks in a row before we get
Exactly.
it out.
For the physical copies, like, what do you want to do? Do you want to do like cassette tapes, CDs, vinyls?
We'd like to do CDs and hopefully vinyls.
Oh yeah, vinyls are cool. Like,
Exactly.
Vinyls, yeah, I don't know. I'm not really like a vinyl's a world that I never really got to be a part of yet. I don't know. I don't really get it, but the people that do seem to enjoy it. So it'd be really cool to make vinyls.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, I'll be buying the vinyls if you do. So I'm just laying that out there.
And I actually do know like a person who does print vinyls, so could help.
Sweet.
Could be a pretty.
What do we expect for guest vocals on the EP, if anyone?
Guest vocals. So everybody, well not everybody, but hopefully if you've seen this, you have seen Below, and if you haven't seen Below, you should go check that out.
The link's below. It's
stuff.
The link's below.
Below, you get it.
But
so yeah, that song was with Sir Tyler Shelton of a band called Traders. Most people
haven't seen
heard of Traders. If you haven't heard of Traders, you probably have heard of Traders. And Santos from Ground Feeder. They're a band from Washington, and they're actually really great guys, and I really like his vocals. And we contacted him, and they were down to do a song, and he liked the song, so he did a really good spot for us, and that's on Bears, the self-titled song.
Like, what influences are there besides Walking with Giants and all this stuff? Like, do you have like musicians, artists, all that?
Like,
do you want me to start?
Who are we into? Like, what got us to here? Yeah.
Okay, well, for me, anyways, one of my biggest influences is, well, for writing for us, anyways, is Black Tongue, obviously, and Traders and stuff. But like with guitar itself, I'm really into like intervals and like plenty and stuff like that, and I do really like playing that stuff. But this is just better for live and everything.
There is a song on our album that's got a lot more guitar stuff, and it's a lot crazier song. It's called Crocodile Tears.
Okay, sweet. Yeah. What about you?
Well, I don't know. Like I try to like take like what I do with my vocals and stuff like that from like find but the vocalists I think are the best. Everybody has something they're the best at. There's a reason those people are good, and I try to learn from those things. So like people like Phil Bozeman, he's crazy. Like that guy's got a role. Like he started like the low sounds and stuff like that. These guys are pretty good. I mean, everybody's gonna come back to Black Tongue. They're on the top of the world right now. Like for what we do, for that sound, they're the kings of that sound right now. So. And those guys have been pretty good, but I don't know, some more stuff, like a lot of like the writing and stuff, like just the way a lot of Sworning's writing and stuff is done, like the way this kind of put together, kind of like with some of like my lyrics and stuff like that, working with writing with them, came from that, and like some of my favorite, like Genocide District, like those guys like that, like just kind of the different sounds those guys have and trying to put them together, take the best of everything.
Sweet. And you? Just
basically what they said, Traders, Black Tongue, Villains, all those stuff is just top of the game, you know, like what we get our stuff off of and stuff like that. But one of my bigger inspirations is John Paul Jones from Led Zeppelin.
Nice. Cool. If you could relate an animal to the band itself, who and why?
Bears.
A bear.
Bears. Our album is called Bears EP.
And there's a song called Bears on the EP.
Why would you choose bears like over any other animal?
Well, bears, they're big, they're mean, they're scary, and they're violent.
And when we went into the studio to start recording, it was right before winter went away, and like that's when we dropped off everything when the winter and had our hibernation and started working on the album and stuff like that. And I don't know, Bears is a song we wrote a long time ago.
Bears is the only
first
song
song
we've kept.
And it's like, that song's been with us forever. That song is as entirely us as it could be.
So Bears was written like during Walking with Giants?
Oh yeah, Bears was like one of the first songs we wrote. We actually like, Dick Rodeo was actually the one who came up with that song name.
Nice.
Yeah.
Big animals, and they're very mean and scary.
Bears will kill the fuck out of you.
But yeah, I don't know, I just think, especially with the production on the album, it's a very, very big, beefy sound. And I think Bears is a really appropriate name.
Bears has actually been a song that's been with us for a really long time. Like that was one of the first songs we ever wrote together as a band, and it was, I don't know, it was a pretty good time. But we've had that song with us, and it's kind of grown with us the whole time we played it. And what our old guitar player, he's a joke from way back from him, like when we first started, and we just, the name's always stuck with us and the song's always stuck with us, but we've probably fucking rewritten that song 30 different drafts. Like it's the same structure, but it's been, that song's matured with us as far as we've gone. Like that song is most us. If there's any song that's our sound, that's us.
So, okay, sweet. Besides music, what other activities do you guys do on the side?
Smoke weed.
Of course, any musician smokes weed, of course.
Yeah, but like art and drugs go very well together.
I'm really into like drawing, but that's about it. I don't know. I used to play soccer, and I used to actually curl, which I know is very gay.
I don't even fucking know that. Dude, I love curling. Dude, have you curled before? Curling's the shit.
Exactly. Especially on the rocks.
I curled for like 2 weeks, and then I was like, this is really gay, and I kept falling, so.
Hey, I used to do ballet, so there we go. It's out there.
Yeah. Alright.
I don't know. Me and Zach have been taking, going to state for audio and stuff like that, and I just took a live audio sound. I want to start to get into doing live sound for shows and like doing sound at shows and stuff like that. And I've been actually working a lot on doing video editing and stuff like that. I did the below video, and I've been working on a teaser video, like a sampler of the album to come out here in the next few days that I've been working on, and just getting a little familiar with like that kind of stuff and trying to get into doing some of that kind of stuff for other people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. That ties into the next question. You obviously are going to school for sound and all that.
Yeah.
Lee, you're just finishing high school. Are you planning to attend like a post-secondary or anything?
Well, I really want to go into like, I really want to take classes for like actual jazz theory and stuff. Because I did try to take jazz theory, but when I tried to take it, I wasn't as good as I am now, or as good as I'll be when I'm done school.
Yeah.
So I'd like to do it with some actual experience under my belt. Or like, another thing I'd really like to go to.
There we go. That's what I deal with.
Another thing I'd really like to get into is like psychology. Is another thing that really interests me. So
Okay, sweet.
Psychology's cool. People are fucked up, and it's cool.
Yeah.
it's cool to know.
What about
what's
you,
going on.
Justin? Like any plans for post-secondary?
No, not really.
Not really. Just gonna go with the flow, do your thing.
Yeah.
Work for money.
Yeah. Get on that grind.
So obviously band. So do you guys have any post or pre-set rituals you follow or do?
Well, I mean, blunts was a pretty big one.
Yeah.
I just try to get in a very, I don't know, like mellow mindset, I guess. Like I try not to think about anything other than being on point with our music. And I don't know, when I'm on stage, the only thing I'm really concentrating on is just listening to Zach, so I make sure I don't mess up.
It's fair.
Stay on time, yeah. For post-set rituals, it's pretty much the same as pre-set rituals.
Yeah.
Just mellow out.
Chill the hell out, because it's a lot of build up. But I don't know. I like to kind of lose myself when I'm playing and stuff like that. Like shows, just go with it. You know, have fun. It's
Go with
you're
the
performing.
flow.
Just let yourself perform. Like just it's your art. It's your expression. Just let it go. Do whatever you want to do. Like I don't think you should ever play a song the same way twice. There's no reason to. It's already been done that way. There's no reason to ever have to play it twice. Exact same way.
It's true.
Speaking of shows, like for the scene there are a lot of stages and there's a lot of floor shows. What do you guys prefer to play?
Floor.
Floor?
Floor.
You're with the crowd.
I prefer stage.
Stage?
That's just me.
I think
I like being on a stage. It's just also with floor shows, especially with our sound, I'm always really scared about getting hit while I'm playing or somebody breaking my expensive gear. Big fear.
that's always scary.
But I don't know. I just like stages because it's a better feeling, and you get to look down on them more, and they get to look up at you, and it's just you better.
I don't know. Like for me, like my favorite thing, like for me going to shows is like no barricades. Like the gateway, if the gateway wasn't so fucking gay with like the rules and shit, like.
But it also depends on the show there now.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay, because I got kicked out of there.
We'll talk after.
Okay, at Architects I got kicked out of there, and like, but, I don't know. Like I like that stage of like you're right with them. I don't fucking like Mac Hall because you're like staring at this god up on the stage and like that. But once you get to a certain volume, like hardcore shows don't like. If you're playing a hardcore show and that's your local show, that's what you can do. But like you can't fill a room with put you in the middle of the floor because nobody in the back's gonna see. The sound's gonna be shit. Like you're trying to perform so people can see you, right? So I think
That's why I like
at a certain smaller shows, the more intimate experience, that's fucking awesome. Small stages, like hole in the walls, like that's cool. But when you get to a bigger stage for bigger bands and like going to shows like that, floor doesn't work for that. Once you get too many people there, it just doesn't. You can't. If your venue's too big, you can't play on the floor.
Yeah, and like I don't know, like he said about like being at a show and like with the barricade and stuff. Like I agree. I do prefer floor shows to like stage shows if I'm going to a show. But if I'm playing, I like to be on the stage. Like, it's just
cool. Everybody wants to be cool. You're like, I'm the one up here.
Yeah, exactly. You're down there. I'm
this is my 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough. Interesting question, because you do beat down, so you have that very angry, raw energy. Who in the band would you say is the most angriest?
Fuck.
Well, like the one that probably actually freaks out the most is probably me. And Zach gets stressed, but he never really actually gets mad. I know I have got mad at him a few times, and I apologize for that, but
I don't know. We're all pretty fucking angry people. I don't know. Everybody hates the world. I don't know. It's life. That's how it goes. I don't know. And it's a good way to get rid of it. You have those emotions, like something to do with them, right? You don't just let them build up, and you can.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anger's not a bad thing. Violence isn't a bad thing. There's no need to pussify everything to fucking put the PC cap on everything. Yeah.
Sweet.
It really comes through in our sound too, I think.
Yeah, no, that's definitely knows. Okay, so to everyone that's been following you on Facebook, they've noticed that the bigger pages hitting up like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 likes have been sharing your video and promoting you. How has this benefited the band? Was there any negative feedback or anything like that?
There was a lot of negative.
There was a lot of
awesome though.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why anybody would ever have a problem with that.
I prefer hate.
But there,
along
with
fucking.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, the blogs, I don't know. It's been really cool having those guys share us and stuff like that. It's really helped us out a lot and getting it to other people. Like not, you know what I mean? Like
not just our friends in Calgary.
Calgary and seeing like that, and like actually getting like people that are gonna actually enjoy the shit. And they're the ones that are gonna see it, because people that are looking for new bands and new stuff like that and want to find something new, like that's the places they go to. And it's really awesome that there's people that do that kind of stuff like that, that actually like that do stuff for music and do stuff like that that isn't just being in a band. Like everybody, it's
Wants to be in a band, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's really cool that people still have other things that contribute to you, if they just still be like, you know what I mean? If you want to be a part of, if it's what you want to do, that's what you want to do, right? So there's other ways. You don't have to be you don't have to put all your time into trying to master some instrument to be some. You can always be a part of it if you want to be.
Exactly.
I've noticed a lot of likes, not a lot, but I've noticed a lot more likes recently since a lot more pages have been sharing the video, mostly from Russia though.
Yeah, Russia's been awesome to us. Like the views from Russia have been like just under half of our views have been from Russia.
Sure.
So like at least on our YouTube videos anyway, it says that at least a like
40-50% kind of thing.
Thing like that, yeah.
But also like, and we've had like Russian people like posting on our page like, from Russia, we love you guys, all that kind of stuff.
Which is really cool because like, I don't know, it's cool how the internet works, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and I mean like we were saying, like there is a lot of negative feedback too with all these bands posting us, but
that's
along with the Russia,
somebody's always gonna hate you.
Yeah, but like along with that, there's also, for every hater, there's two people that like you, right? And even with the haters, it's not a huge deal because as long as they're talking, it's all that really matters. As long as it's your band coming out of their mouth, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like a lot of it seems like these kids, their new generation with ideals that are different than mine. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, do you guys like want to add anything for the viewers or?
Thanks for watching our stuff and listening to our stuff.
There'll hopefully be a lot more soon, very, very, very soon. It's
Yeah.
done. We're just in the process of getting everything together.
Yeah. Watch out for the EP. It's gonna be cool.
Gonna be awesome. And yeah, working with cool people.
Yeah.
And
Sweet.
Like Hazardous materials.
There we go.
pretty much. Hopefully get some hype, get some more shows, get on the road. And Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Well, that was Ruthless. If you want to get in contact with them, check the information below, all that. See ya.